Here's how to 3D print any photo that you have. Make textures just like these. And because I'm a broke student, I had to figure out how to do it for free, so let me show you. So there are 3 very simple steps that we need to take, and you can always adjust them to your needs. The first step is to get the picture that we want 3D printed. For example, as you can see right over here, I made this monkey and then 3D printed it. But you need to keep in mind that we are trying to 3D print it, so if you make the elements a bit too small, the 3D printer will have a lot of problems doing it. Always make sure that the elements of the picture are big enough for the 3D printer to print it at all. And even a more fun way to do it is to search for a picture you would like to 3D print on the internet. For example, I love to use Pinterest because there's just so many interesting things and all of them can be definitely 3D printed. And if you want to make textures like these, you can always just search for black and white textures and then just download the PNG or somehow get it into your computer. Also, with all these pictures, keep in mind that we are trying to 3D print it, so it cannot be anything that is too small. And once you have your picture, we can go to the second step, because now we need to convert it into an SVG, because that's the only way that we can import it into a slicer. An amazing site that I found for this, and is absolutely for free, is Adobe Express. Of course, it's not completely for free, but the convert to SVG tool is absolutely for free, so you can just click on there, then import any of your picture. For example, I have this one, so you just import it in there, and then once it loads, you can actually download it. Now the third step is actually importing it into your slicer and putting it on your model. So once you have your model imported, you can right click your model, click on add part, and as you can see down there, it will be SVG. I will hopefully put it over here a bit bigger so that you can see it on the screen. And once you click SVG, you can just go in the downloads or where you downloaded it. And as you can see, the picture we had actually imports into the slicer. But now it's completely off, so we need to, first of all, we need to move it. And to move it, you can just go in the move or hit M as shortcut for movement and basically center it. To center it completely, you can go in the object coordinates and just delete everything and put there zeros. Once you do that, it will be perfectly centered. So now we have it centered, but as you can see, the editing option completely disappeared. So you can just go into objects, and over there in my plate, I will just select the SVG that I have there imported, right click on it and edit SVG. Once you do that, you have the menu back in here. You can just, because of course I don't want it this high. As you can see right now, it's 10 millimeters high and it's completely off where I want it to be. So we need to edit that. So I will lower the depth, let's say to like something like 2 millimeters. Tick the box to use a surface, because now it will be attached to the surface and it won't be flying in the air, which happens quite often with these SVGs. Once you have that, you can exit the edit SVG menu, and because right now it will be just the same color, which isn't that fun, as you can see, you can always just edit the color by going into the specific SVG and then just clicking on it and switching the color to something else. And bam, you have actually the full SVG painted without having to do any hard work. White on the bottom and then it's blue, so it will switch colors only once. If you would like to see how to do this even with more complex models and a bit more advanced textures, subscribe and give any feedback down in the comments so that I know what videos should I make next. Hope this helps from Innovitech.